All right, let's go. My morning routine for maximum productivity. Younger Adrian was constantly like always on the search, watching hundreds, maybe thousands of like YouTube videos of like what the perfect morning routine is. You should be doing this, you should be doing it in this order. If you're not waking up at this time, you're lazy, etc. I'd watch a bunch of that shit. And honestly, it led to me like never taking action. It was just too much. It seemed too daunting. It was just so complicated with like 1,000 step morning routine is ultimate productivity. It never motivated or inspired me to actually take action. Like, yeah, I may have learned a couple things like, oh, cold showers are cool and all. Do this, brush your teeth this way, use a tongue scrape, all this excess fluff shit. This video, I'm going to share with you the lessons and learnings, the exact protocol I follow, and what honestly helped me achieve so much more progress in my own like self-development. From not being able to like even wake up on time and just rock up late to school. I dead ass rock up to school like 3 hours late. So embarrassing. I'd come to like second period. In Australia, we have like where our classes are called periods. We'd have like, at least in my school, we had 4 periods. I'd rock up like halfway through the second period. A period would last like 75 minutes. So I was like 2 to 3 hours late to most classes. Embarrassing, I know. And now I feel like I'm semi-productive. Now I wake up and I always smash the hardest task first thing in the morning. It's a pretty insane turnaround. I'm going to teach you what really helped me and some of the mistakes I made. I hope this advice can be valuable to your own journey. First off, why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Adrian. I've been training in the gym for 6+ years. I've experienced what it's like to be both unproductive and procrastinate all day. It feels purposeful for me to help others strive for improvement in all areas of self-development. Finally, I'm proud of the progress I've made in my journey and feel like sharing it with you will only help accelerate your very own progress. Quick plug, I'm currently doing one-on-one coaching calls. These calls are designed to help young men improve their confidence through tailored self-improvement strategies. Specifically focuses on identifying your current challenges, setting actionable goals, and providing practical advice to boost your self-confidence. The link's in the description for those of you who are interested. Finally, make sure to subscribe to this channel to get these full-length educational guides more often on your homepage, instead of like the shitty clickbait entertainment videos you watch every night, which always leave you feeling like, why did I waste my time watching that? Didn't learn a thing. Just coped, and now I'm still in the same position as I was before I started watching the video. What a waste of time. This channel is purely educational content, so please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. My promise to you is that at the end of this video, you will not only learn what drastically helped me have a purposeful morning routine, but you'll feel more motivated to take action and become equipped with the education needed to implement these learnings in your own life. So there's 3 parts of this video. 1, eat the frog. 2, empty stomach and full balls. 3, plan to succeed. Number 1, eat the frog. None of this fancy bullshit routine. This video isn't me talking about you got to do this. You got to have a cold shower. You got to meditate. You got to hit a sauna. You got to stretch. You have to hit the gym in the morning because if you don't, you're lazy. It's none of that. It's actually none of that fancy bullshit. See, the perfect routine, everyone has different routines. There's no right or wrong routine. And what I learned for me is when I started following all these other routines that everyone else is doing, yeah, it made me feel like semi-productive, but it never really scratched that itch. It never really made it feel like what I was doing at the time is like super purposeful to me. The perfect morning routine is you literally just got to do the hardest task first. You have to do what your purpose is. So not everyone wants to be a YouTuber, not everyone wants to make videos, not everyone wants to be a gym junkie. Whatever you want to do, your purpose is something that you love to do. Like it's considered work, but you want to spend literally all your time on it because it's when you feel your most happiest. It's when you feel like super fulfilled. Just love life. Like you love what you're doing, so you want to do more of it. It's like me. My purpose right now is recording videos, and it's always been that. I'd love recording videos when I was like little with my cousins. We'd always record like muck-up videos. But once I reached like high school, feelings of like, I started getting doubts, feelings of like the fear of like what everyone else would have to say if I was to continue making videos. I didn't make a single video in high school, bro. I didn't have the right data sets. I was too like insecure and like would care too much about what others would think of me. It wasn't until I found what self-improvement is, I started to build up this self-confidence within myself. I started to realize, holy shit, I like speaking, I like teaching, I like sharing what I've learned. I want to start doing that. That's like the deep burning desire I had. And now when I do it, I feel super passionate about it. And it just feels like so purposeful doing it. That's what purpose is. So when you can become aware of this, when you can find your purpose, when you know what your desire is, that's what you want to do first thing in the morning. Because first thing in the morning, you want to do the hardest task. Yeah, my purpose, me making videos, I love doing it, but it's still the hardest task because I want to put all my effort and focus towards it. So that makes it the hardest. That's what you should be doing first thing in the morning. That's what your morning routine should consist of. You doing what the most bang for buck task is for you. What will give you the most progress? What will feel the best for you? That's what you got to do in the morning. None of this excess. I need to eat first. I got to have my breakfast with my protein, my fats, my bread, my cut. None of that shit. I need to stretch. I need to do my morning mobility. I need to ground. I need a sauna. I need a cold shower. I need to train. And then I might do my purpose. Then I might record a video. Bro, you do the most essential task first. All this other fluff doesn't require your brain. If you want to be super productive, guess what? You're actually most productive in the morning. Right now, what's the time? My phone's on the other side of the room. Right now, it's literally like 7:45 a.m. My brain is wired. I want to record videos first thing in the morning because I understand this is when there's the least amount of distractions. This is when my brain is like most primed. I haven't ate yet. I'm going to speak a little bit more about that soon. My mental clarity is insane. I'm not doubting myself. Sometimes when I try to record a video at like 3, 4 p.m., I've already ate a bit. I've already got messages and shit like that. My brain's not like completely focused. There's too much other shit going on. So I become unproductive because I don't do the most essential task. I think I'm productive. I do all this fluff, but deep down, I'm not doing like what's most purposeful to me. If you want to learn a whole lot more about like purpose, masculinity, and like how to deal with your like sexual desires, the book that really helped me, or the book that taught me a whole lot more about this, is The Way of the Superior Man. Hamza recommended this to me. He's like another top of the top self-improvement YouTubers. You probably, if you watch my stuff, you probably already know who he is. Please read that book. That's the most life-changing book. And that's what a chapter in this book is about, eating the frog. It's also about prioritizing your purpose over everything else in life. Most people make excuses with morning routines and trying to become better. Most people say, oh, I've got work in the morning. I can't do it first thing in the morning. I can't make it the priority. I'll do it after work. When, like I said, that's when your brain's already a bit more tired, more distractions, self-doubts and shit like that will be a lot more likely to be in your mind. A lot of people cope and put their 9-to-5 job, their work, ahead of their purpose. Bro, if you want to become better, you have to do what you have to do. You have to do the hardest task. You have to do what your purpose is. You got to put that ahead. You have to make that the priority. Fuck your job. If your job doesn't feel, sorry, if you don't like your job, if your job doesn't feel purposeful to you, that's the argument I'm having now. If you love your job and it feels super purposeful to you, by all means, that's your purpose. Deal with that. But if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you're the type of guy who wants to escape the matrix. You want to become successful. You want to keep improving yourself. You have to make your purpose the priority above everything else. And when can you make the most progress? When can you be most productive? It's the morning. Brain's the most freshest. Go to sleep an hour earlier so you have a spare hour in the morning before work to work on your purpose, work on your goal, work on your mission, do the hardest task. That's the perfect routine. You probably came into this video expecting, oh, what does Adrian do in his morning routine? Does he brush his teeth at this time? Does he hit the gym? Does he do this? What is it? I want to follow it. My morning routine is fucking boring. It's literally nothing special. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, come back in my room, sit on a chair and record a video. That's my routine. That's how you make the most progress. Well, at least in my scenario, that's what feels most purposeful to me, is sharing what the hell I've learned about like any specific area of self-improvement. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. I know you've probably seen thousands of videos like this. Oh, what's his morning routine? Does he do this? It's pretty boring, but this is what is going to get you the results. Frankly, this is the best routine. You have to do what you have to do. Pretty stupid, I know, and this is something I took me years to learn. Just do what you have to do. If you want something bad, you have to make it the priority. It's that simple. Eat the frog, do the hardest task, fulfill your purpose. Number 2, empty stomach and full balls. Do not eat. I touched on that a bit briefly before, but what I mean by this specifically is that when you eat first thing in the morning, that puts a whole bodily system to work, which requires energy. That makes you feel tired. That makes you yawn. Oh, I just ate my big 4 slices of toast with avocado, 4 eggs. That's productive. That's going to help me build muscle faster. Probably, yeah, but do you want to be a bodybuilder? Like, do you actually want to compete? I knew that was like my old purpose, but now I don't really want to be a bodybuilder. Like, don't get me wrong, I still build muscle. I still love building muscle. I want to look good. It's just I don't really find it purposeful for me to get super shredded and go on a stage in like a huge beauty pageant. Fuck that. I think it's gay. Some of you might get offended, but that's just my opinion. 2 years ago, I literally wanted to do it. I'd put all my attention and focus to becoming a bodybuilder. But I'm going to be honest, my genetics don't really cut out for it, and I don't think it's the most purposeful career. So if you want to maybe start making videos, if you want to focus more on some sort of deep work task which actually requires your brain, you have to optimize that performance by not eating. Why are there alarms going on outside? I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's literally 7:45 a.m. Someone's probably had a late night. Don't eat. Trust me, at first you're probably thinking, nah, I need breakfast. Breakfast gives me energy. I've been taught my whole life I need to eat first thing in the morning because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Brainwashing. Absolute brainwashing. All I can tell you is when I started pushing my meal one later in my day, my progress and morning routine just was actually a whole lot more accomplishable. And I could actually like do more work, quality work, improved work. You would be able to tell in a video if I've eaten or not. Whenever I've like eaten something before I like try to record a video, I'm mumbling my words. It's a whole lot more edited because I make so many more mistakes when I eat because I'm not optimized. And you want the perfect morning routine, well, you got to be optimized. Don't eat. Sounds simple, but just don't eat. Empty stomach. Now you're hungry to work. Now you feel more passionate in your work. If I was to eat, bro, I'd lay back, full stomach, and just half-ass my videos. I'm not passionate. I'm just half-assing everything. I don't have that like burning desire to become better or do better stuff. Don't eat. And finally, you've probably read this already, but stop fapping. Younger Adrian would fap in the mornings, but I know everyone probably faps at night, which is the normal thing to do. I've made videos about my no fap journey and shit like that, but pretty much you're probably coping right now saying, oh, what do you mean? There's so many benefits. Fapping's good for you. You need a release. I saw this study which said do this. Bro, it's making you feel like shit. It's frankly draining your energy. You get feelings of guilt, shame, regret every single time after you finish this action. Who do you think's going to be more productive? Who do you think's actually going to stick to a consistent, disciplined morning routine? The guy who faps 365 days in a year or the guy who doesn't? Who's going to get more work done? Again, I sound stupid saying this, but it's like we all know the answer to this. We all know what to do. We all know not what to do, but we still end up watching videos like this 100 times in a year because we need that reminder. And I'm happy to give it to you, but younger Adrian would be stuck in this cycle. He'd fap every day. He'd watch so many self-improvement videos, but they never really gave me the right education or they never really motivated me enough. This is actually all the education you need in this video, in this quick 20, 30-minute video. Do the hardest task first. Empty stomach, do not eat. It slows you down. It slows down your brain. It makes you full, makes you lethargic, makes you yawn, makes you feel like, oh, I'll do the hardest task after I let this meal digest a bit. Oh, I'm hungry again. I'm going to eat again. I'll do it. You keep delaying it. You never fucking do the most valuable task, essential task. Empty stomach and full balls. Who's going to be more productive? Full stomach and empty balls or this guy? You know the answer. Finally, step number 3, plan to succeed. A productive morning starts the night before. Schedule and plan what you're going to do and what you will accomplish. I would always get super motivated at nighttime and would just watch like a bunch of like Andrew Tate TikToks and shit like that, which gets you super pumped at like 12, 1 a.m. First off, why was I even up at that time? I don't know. But you're probably in the same similar scenario. You may be watching this video at that time. If you are, bro, go to bed, please. I would get stuck in this cycle of watching these motivational short form content videos, and I'd say to myself, okay, tomorrow's the day. And I'd wake up in the morning and would have brain fog, wouldn't know what I'd have to do. Would say to myself, I'll do what I said tomorrow, next morning. Nighttime rolls around, I'd engage in this short form content again, wake up, and same pattern would repeat. You have to make a plan. Failing to plan is pretty much planning to fail. I'm sorry. If you're not, there's no plan, you're in la la land, bro. There's nothing to focus on. What do you do? I don't know. Get a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard literally right next to me on the other side of my room. Get a whiteboard. Autistically schedule every single thing you have to accomplish tomorrow in the right order. I know I said there's no right or wrong perfect morning routine, but you still want to, it's like create your own routine. Everyone's got different routines, but prioritize your purpose first, okay? So write down, I'm going to wake up at this time and I'm going to record a video. Or I'll wash my face, I'll brush my teeth, then I'm going to record a video. Do the hardest thing first. You have it, write it down, set in stone. You're probably going to be a whole lot more likely to take action on it compared to if you didn't write anything down, compared to maybe you did in your notes app, but you wake up in the morning, you completely forgot you wrote your productive morning routine on your notes app. When I have something like a schedule written on my whiteboard, it's right there 24/7 in my room all day. It's constantly reminding me, okay, this is what I have to do. I would try making like checklists and shit on my phone, but I'd always forget about them, bro. There's so much other distractions on my phone. You really think I'm going to remember some motivational morning routine I made at like 1 a.m. when I have like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube all on my phone? I'm not going to remember shit. Have something which you can see 24/7 other than your phone, which is just filled with distractions, bro. Get a whiteboard, best investment you can make. Autistically schedule what your perfect day looks like. And even if you can just follow that by like 20%, that's already a 20% better day than your normal days, right? You've just progressed more because you've improved what you've done in a day by 20%. Make your perfect day and don't get too scared if you don't accomplish your perfect day, because I'm not perfect. I'm human. I still have times where I'm caught scrolling, doing the wrong thing. I'm not perfect, bro. I don't have 100% perfect days every day. And I'm sorry if this video has made it seem like that. I should have touched on this a bit earlier. I'm not perfect. I have like 20% days. I know it's hard to justify that, but you get what I mean. I would have days where I sleep in for an extra hour. I'd have nights where I stayed up later than I should be. I'd still go out to nightclubs every now and then. I get feelings of FOMO. I get desires. I get times where I doubt myself before recording a video. So many people think that, this is how I used to think. When I'd see other people making content and shit like this, I'd think that they were perfect. Realize that everything you see online, it's almost just like their highlights, like Instagram, whatever. And don't get too addicted with consuming. Start creating, start taking action, start saying to yourself, I'm going to fulfill my purpose. I'm going to do what Adrian said because he got results from it. So I think the smart thing for me to do would be maybe to try it out myself. Let me start doing the essential task in the morning. Let me start not eating. Let me start not fapping. And let's see how much progress I can make in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. Taking action is the most important thing. And how are you more likely to take action? You plan. You don't plan, again, you're planning to fail. Take action now. You're probably super motivated from watching this much of the video. Your motivation levels they're probably up here. I'm going to be honest. I'd be super motivated if I was watching this as well. You got some passionate Greek guy just screaming you this, do this. It gave me results. I'd feel motivated. It doesn't matter. Motivation is an emotion. It fluctuates. If you don't take action, you either take action or you don't. If you don't take action, nothing's going to change. You're still going to be that unproductive, lazy, insecure version of yourself. which I was stuck as for years, bro. I wish I had this type of content. I wish I had the blueprint. This is the blueprint. Take action. I hope this advice was valuable and that it motivates and gives you the education you need to have a productive morning. Leave a comment about your self-improvement journey down below. Like and subscribe for more videos about self-improvement, and I'll see you in the next video. Whoop!